Hi guys, today I will give you a demonstration about how we use the phone application to control the EV charging pile. And after we upgraded the motherboard to 2.0, there is something improvement in our application. So first of all, I want to have a brief introduction about the things we're going to use. Here is a simulator. This is our factory made to pretend that there is a vehicle here and to control the single communication between the EV and the EV charging pile. And we have the phone. This phone is already downloaded our application and obviously our EV charging pile here. So first of all, we will use this to pretend that the EV was connected with the EV charging pile. Then we will press the button here. As you can see, here is no amperes to go through the vehicle and the EV charging pile. And we can either to choose start in our application or from the phone or from the station here. So we press this start button. So because there is no actual amperes go through the EV, so the amperes here shows 0. There is a charging time, and there is a consumption of the kilowatts you spend for the record. Then we can either to stop on the EV charging pile or the station. So we press the stop. So here we go. So now the EV was disconnected with the charging station. So we can choose. Here is a button here. So we just plug out. The interface here is the charging history, which will show the kilowatts and the charging time, and the amperes voltage you just used for the car here. And you can also check the status and the historical data in the application. So that's basically how we use our application to change it to control the pile. For your first setting up, you will use this Wi-Fi or Bluetooth to scan the QR code here. So after you scan the QR code, the charging station was available and online on your device. So you can click this button. Then you can do all the activities from your applications. So you can choose start, lock and unlock the charger, use Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to connect to the charger, and check the charging history, and all the information was available in the application and the charging pile. So that's basically our functions of our chargers application in 1.0. So here are some upgrades of our EV charger. So here we do an improvement about the electricity bill. So the reason why we do this is that because here is some transfer from inter-combustion engine cars users to EV owner. So they want to have an obvious comparison between the bill they spend on both cars. So with this functions, you can have a clear understanding about how much money you save for 1 month. So we click this configuration and choose the electricity price settings. Okay, so you will use this add button. So there is no unlimited about the grid free period you're setting on the application. You can set 10 or 20 for your record. So which we'll use, for example, we will use the electricity from the 12 o'clock. Okay, and then we will choose like we can directly input. So you can set the charging, grid free period at first, and then you will input the local rate. For example, in China is about 0.5 in the nighttime. So you don't care about the US dollar icon here because you can just simply change it to your local currency, for example, pounds, euro, or US dollars. And so we can add another record. So then, for example, 2 p.m. for 6 p.m. we have another rate. So that's about 1 RMB. So we add it here. So you must ensure that the whole loop would have 24 hours included. So we can add another one. So start here. So that's about 23:59. Okay. Then 1.5. So just remember, you get a whole loop here. Then choose the set buttons. Okay, now it was saved. So now, when you use your vehicle to charging, when you use a charging station to charge the vehicle, you don't need to calculate the price you spend all day, because it will do the mathematics for you automatically. So it will generate the bill on the bottom of the applications. So when you use like a 1 month, you can have a basic data statistic here to show how much money you spend on the bill. So this is kind of like our not one only, probably some biggest feature at this moment. So that's only the one features of our motherboard 2.0 application. So here we use setting here. There is a kind of like a schedule the start setting time. You can see here start time is 9 o'clock in the morning, which means that when you plug in your vehicle like 5 a.m. in the morning, so it will start charging automatically when the clock comes to 9 o'clock. And you can use or set this configuration only available like for weekdays, for weekend, for whatever days you want it in the per month. So there is an end time, which means that this is kind of like a last period you will use this reservation. So this is another adventure for our new firmware. So now we only have this APK available for Android phones, but now we upgrade our firmware to the Apple Store. So it will be available in Apple Store shortly. So that's basically some improvement about our app 2.0. So choose Honor's EV charger, which is a perfect solution for home use. So that's it.